Hey guys, and welcome to Disc 4 of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And Chapter 4 is, of course, Moon and Fate. We don't get Fate in all capitals, we don't get that until Chrono Cross, but we do have it capitalized finally. I guess that's something. Why is Conga leading the party at this point? Oh yeah, if you remember one of our many revelations in the last episode, Dart and Rose have a little unfinished business to resolve. Let's see what we can do about that. Now, how we got here from where we were, I don't think is ever explained. So don't ask me. I don't know. I wish I did, but unfortunately, not too sure how this kind of happened in the way of the world map anyway. And yeah, that's kind of a gameplay mechanic. We can't go back. We are locked out of the areas we were until later on in this disc. And of course, there is no need to return. Now, our reason for coming here, that we actually know, as Congo is mentioning here, we're looking for the City of Winglies. Now, I guess that's not the same one that Meru is from. This one apparently is different. This one is Ulera, or Ulera, or however you want to pronounce it. Anyway, so that's our new destination. Why we're going here, we'll find out eventually. I don't think it's too far off, actually. So, unfinished business. What? We find out Rose is the black monster, and that's it. We don't need to do anything extra. We have all of our characters. Dart is content to have her follow, even though he has found out the truth. What the hell, game? What's going on here? Anyway, I don't need to change my setup too much from where I was. Well, you know what? I'll go in here first. Now, what we have in here, and you don't have to worry about battles in this area, by the way. Not random battles. Anyway. You'll see. You'll see. Anyway, so apparently there are underground caves all throughout the desert. Well, considering we can kind of see in the background, it almost looks like there's still water here. I don't think it's really dried up. I'm assuming that's water on the left, isn't it? Right by that treasure chest? Huh. Well, we're pretty much hooped unless we can destroy the Moonchild, which is Shauna. Oh yeah. Man, we're really screwed this time, aren't we? Doesn't matter which option we take, someone's gonna die. Either Shauna or everybody. Anyway, yeah, so there's some treasure chests in here, and I will show you how to get them. This area is rather unique. And if you're playing this for the first time, I highly recommend a map. Preferably, I think it's Shotgunova's guide on GameFAQs. He has a very, very good guide, or very good walkthrough, rather, for this particular area. Now, here are the enemies we're going to fight in here. As you can see, our little icon is red, and the only enemies that are here are ones that are on the map. And I did not mean to fall into there. Now, what happens here is we fall into these little things and they'll drop us down into what is known as the Oasis. As you can see, there's some water here, and yeah, so it's referred to, at least on the map that I'm looking at, as the Oasis. So what we need to do is let's look at my notes here. We need to exit down here, and now we want to go left. Go left first, and then we want to go down twice. Now, there are enemies in here, as you can see, they're all over the place. I will demonstrate them eventually. Right now, I just want to give you an idea of what's going on here. Now, you see there's that guy there. You'll actually be drawn toward it, so don't go too close to it. However, falling down that one will yield a treasure. But checking my notes one more time. The reason I go to the menu there is because there are enemies around that will run into me if I am not careful. So yeah, you want to go to the left, down twice, to the right, then up. Now the reason we want to do this, even though you know, we'll get the item regardless of which side of the thing we fall down from. You know, this is the same whirlpool to my left that we just saw to my right. So yeah, we'll still get the same item, but I wanted to get this one first. So now we can fall down here and we can pick up another item. And that's pretty much how this area goes. Now, the way that most of the screens in this area are going to work are they're basically squares and they're arranged in a grid. So if you can kind of picture a grid, this first area here, this screen isn't included in that little grid, but once you go down there, you'll be in the top middle square of a grid, and the exit is in the bottom right square. So that's how we need to escape eventually. But the idea is if it's in a nice big grid, so we're going to maneuver our way around there in order to get treasure. Now, there are also enemies, which we'll get into as well. Now, this time, I want to go right first, not get hit by one of those guys. Then I want to go down twice. Whoa, dodging enemies. And don't go too close to those. Holy crap, there's a lot of enemies. Holy crap, run away. And now I want to head left. And then I want to head down. Don't get stuck on things. There we go. And then I want to head left, 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 left. And finally, in this screen here, let's run down here. Aha! We have a treasure! Healing fog. Now we can go up here. This is pretty much the case in every area. There will be a treasure in a one of the surrounding squares around the one that you need to fall down to get a second treasure. So we'll usually be getting these in pairs. So there we go. We've got a couple more items here. Now this area is kind of confusing because of the all the squares and stuff. So one, I recommend a map, and two, I won't be doing too much backtracking, even though we'll be going through the same areas, you know, basically over and over again, just so that you guys don't get lost if you're trying to follow along. Now, just check my notes. We want to head to the right again. Actually, you know what? Let's show off some of the enemies around here. What do we got here? These guys. Here, let's run into this one. So there's no random battles, but we do have these guys all over the map, so you can pretty much battle around to your heart's content. Now, here we got two new enemies here. Ow, that hurt. We have the Cambria. I'm assuming that's supposed to be, it's a day fly. I'm not sure what this is a reference to. It sounds like it's a Cambrian dragonfly or something like that. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. And we have scorpions. Scorpions can inflict poison, so they're your first target. Let's get rid of them as soon as we can. Not too much HP, nothing really to worry about. Now, the dragonfly. Where are you? They can use magical attacks when low on HP. Damn it, I screwed it up again. Jeez. And it died kind of delayed. That was interesting. Okay, sure, why not? Eventually I'll be able to show 5 ring shattering if I don't screw it up enough. Thing is, off screen I haven't been screwing it up very much. Whoa! Okay, no, I want to fight you, I want to fight you. There we go. I've already shown off the dragonfly. Let's show off these guys now. And these guys, I'm assuming, are the sandworms. What's it with sandworms? Why do people hate sandworms? I like sandworms. Alright, come on. There we go. 5 ring shattering. It's a damage addition, and it does a reasonable amount of damage, so even at low levels, so it's quite useful. Bone Crush, like all of Kongol's additions, can't be countered, and that's his final one, by the way. So yeah, once we're done with that, we probably won't need to use Kongol very much. Right around the time he finishes off Bone Crush, he usually learns his 5th level in Dragoon, at least for me, very shortly after, so I will probably be getting both of those around the same time, and then Kongol will be warming the bench for pretty much the rest of the game. Alright, let's avoid battles here. So let's go down And don't get caught, don't get caught. No, I don't want to fight you. I already fought you. Go down again. Let's run into this guy now. This guy doesn't have anybody else interesting with him. Only got one more enemy to show off after this. These are cacti, or singular cactus. Oh, I missed. That's not very nice. These guys have nothing particularly special about them. These are some of the most generic enemies, well, really in the game, but in the area too. They have no magical attacks. They have nothing interesting to steal from them. They're just kind of there. So... Oh, wow. I'm jumping the gun on all my additions today. That's not good. There we go. So, missing enemies aside, one more enemy, and he's actually the only interesting one in this area. Oh, the sandworm I forgot to mention. He can use disable, so disable attack, disable Dragoon form on your party. So, you don't want to deal with that. So down one more time, and now I believe I want to head to the right. And yeah, this is the area that exits out of the first stage of this little area here, this big area. And this leads into the next area. Now, I think I'm supposed to go right again, though. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Go right one more time, and we arrive at the second Oasis. Now, this is the one where, unless we head backward, if we try and move forward, every time we fall down one of those pits, we'll arrive here instead of the old one. So anyway, we've reached another Oasis. It's time for a break. What do you want, Miranda? Oh, so yeah, we can even rest here, if that matters. Yeah, so why are we heading there anyway? Why are we following Rose's recommendation of where to go when she's the black monster? I should take. So yeah, Rose at this point wants to bail on the rest of the party, and we can kind of understand why. And apparently she's been saying it during the disc transition because, well, apparently Miranda's kind of sick of her saying that over and over again. We're not just pursuing a wingly, now we're pursuing a human. And Miranda seems to love to bitch slap people. Yeah, well, Rose has been alive for 11,000 years doing, very difficult things. Fighting, in the Dragon campaign, taking down all of the Moon Children. Miranda, you've been alive for what? 25 years? Walk around, live in a castle, get pampered. Yeah, I don't think you have nearly the amount of experience to say something like that to Rose. It won't lead us anywhere but to enter, party squabbles. Albert, that's the first intelligent thing you've said in a while. Which isn't a knock at your intelligence because you just haven't really said anything for a while. Huh. Apparently Dart's got renewed motivation at this point too. So what's going on here with these two? You're still rather chummy considering, even though we realized that Dart's father escaped, Rose still killed his mother. They almost, well, they don't ever mention that. It's just kind of an odd thing. It's like, well, yeah, the black monster did this, and then we find out it's Rose, and then we don't talk about it again. It just kind of sits there. Anyway, let's see. I've done the first few, so now, if you talk to here, we get free healing. Yay! Now there's a save point there if you choose to use it. I want to head up. Now I want to head, whoa, don't run into you, right. And then right again. One more enemy to show off, and I haven't seen him on the map. I can't remember if he's supposed to be on the map or not. Whoa. And then down. And then down again. And there should be an item in this area for me. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. A Gladius, which... oh, I avoided the fight. Yay. Now we want to fall down here. That Gladius is a new weapon for Rose, although I won't be using her in the relatively near future, but I will... ooh, excuse me. Use her eventually. And here we get a recovery ball, which of course I'll be selling as soon as I get anywhere with a shop. So yeah. 101, 106, and a random chance of instant death, which is very rare, but it's better, I guess. I guess you would probably, if, you know, a certain boss is not immune to stun, which most bosses are, but I guess you could use the stunning weapon for that situation and a chance to stun the boss, but I think most of them are immune to being stunned, so, Now let's head down here. I think that leads out. Is there anything else interesting about here? This way I think just leads to another area we'll be able to go to eventually. Yeah, there's just another chest up there. Yeah, so there's pretty much nothing else we can do in these caves unless we fall down at the appropriate point. So, I think this is pretty much the same. I think. Yeah, dead end. That's one of the random spots you can fall down that won't get you a treasure, and so I won't be dropping down there. Wasted enough time showing it off. Now, some of the enemies around here are only accessible if you run into a certain other enemy. So I think the spiky beetle that I'm looking for might only appear with a cactus. So anyway, I'll run into some other enemies and see if we can find that. But until then, let's see if we can get one more treasure, or a couple more treasures in this one here. Let's go up, and then left, and then up twice. Woo, careful. Be very careful. Getting kind of stuck in that there can be kind of annoying because you might get pushed into a random battle that you don't really want to be in. Let's go up one more time. Now there should be, here it is. Another treasure, a power down. Now, as I'm sure you're kind of, as you can assume anyway, power down. Enemy becomes weak for 3 turns. It basically drops their defense, I think by half. So combine this with a power up on someone, you deal double damage. It is intense how much extra damage you can get off with a combination of the two in boss fights. And like I was showing before with the power up and the speed down and the speed up, they are some of the most useful items to use in boss fights in the game. Hell, you could even use them in normal battle, you know, power down a powerful enemy so it doesn't hurt you if you can't manage to take him out, and he's going to use a powerful magical attack on you if he's on low HP. Ugh. Oh, never mind. Spiky beetle apparently appears with the sandworms. Cool. New enemy. I wanted to show him off anyway. Let's take out the sandworm first. Sandworm has disable, and that's more annoying, I think, than the other one. Darts are really starting to do the damage. These guys have crap for defense, but yeah. Oops. Oh, I did get it. Yeah, but Darts, Moonstrike Edition, really powerful at this point. Yeah, this guy can use power up, and he doesn't have to be weak to do it. He also has magic attacks, so I want him to fall quickly. Damn it! Why I keep missing? Yeah, just, you know, power up when enemies use it is going to raise their defense as well, so that's why that happens. Unfortunately, the one that we get doesn't do that for us, but oh well. It might actually, but the difference in defense is really kind of negligible for us anyway. Mainly because I guess we don't get hit a lot, but oh well. That's not the real purpose of using the power-up on yourself. It's to do more damage. So anyway, no, I want to go this way. Whew. Almost screwed that up. So yeah, there we go. We've taken that path. Now we can go down here and get ourselves a fancy new treasure. Sun Rhapsody. Nice. So anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time we will continue forward. Pretty much every time you come back here you'll want to heal up and get prepped. I might fight a couple of battles off screen, but not too many. And when we join next time we will go and try and get the last few treasures and get ourselves out of here. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.